What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerdcast for the next episode of Astroneer, where we dug a tunnel that actually came really close to our house, which is pretty sweet. It's right next to Butt Cheek Mountain. Butt Cheek Mountain, which is what I'm calling that space. We need to smooth this out, though, like right now. And we need to get our research subject up and the hell out of meh. So if I can smooth some of these edges, that'll make it a lot easier to carry this thing out of here. Oh, shit on me. Here, bring it back, bring it back. Just like that. Here, bring it back. No. Alright, I'm going to get on the other side of it. I think that'll make it easier. Here we go. We got this. Research! My life for research. All I care about is figuring out what this little spiky ball thing is. But yeah, welcome back to Astroneer. Glad to have you here today. Interesting little title that I've been waiting on for a long time. So this is one of those occasions where I'm very excited. Normally I'm surprised by the games that come along because they just like show up in my inbox and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll play your game. Sounds good to me. But in this case, this is one of those games that I've been watching for months and months and months. Like, I've been really excited about it and just didn't quite want to play it yet. Like, I had access to one of the really early builds, but I didn't want to play it just yet because I didn't want to give the wrong impression of the game, you know? Like, there is such a thing as debuting a game too early on YouTube and kind of just like hurting it more than you're helping it. And with a game that's in a primitive state, the developers said that. They were like, hey man, listen, the game's in a really primitive state right now. If you want to play it, we can hook you up, but just fair warning. And I was like, all right, well, I'll give you some more time to throw that on the burner. But this is like the first one where they contacted me and were like, yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Their clenched fists at their side, gazing off into the distance with a heroic look on their faces. And believe me, it was a heroic look. It was a real heroic look, not a fake one. Aha! I research you. So we've put our little koosh ball thing on top of the research station. Now, whew, I built this. What is that? I have researched a fuel condenser. Nice. That's pretty raw. So let's say that I wanted to build like another extension out of here. Like to keep that going in this direction and maybe get like the entire chain of stuff that I have. There's a little bit of power left. I don't think the solar thing is working the way that I think it is. While we're on the subject. I can attach it onto there too, it looks like. Okay. And we're sure I can't put a compound on top of that because it kind of looks like a compound. And we tried power already. That used a bunch of power, by the way. Well, shit, I'm just going to research animals today. Let's research, and I don't have enough oxygen, though. I need to find titanium today. See how quickly I changed my objectives? You got to figure it out. You got to figure it out. Oh, good, I'm under Ollie Attack right now. Ollie is my feline. He is particularly tenacious when he wants attention. Some cats will just be like, okay, and walk off. He's the kind of cat that, like, when he wants attention, he'll walk up and he'll sit there. And when you fail to properly give him said attention, he will then bite you. And if that doesn't work, then he'll get really snippy. If you thought biting was snippy, he gets even more snippy. I need to collect as much resin as I can to continue building off of our base right now. I just want to have a whole bunch of resin. Alright, we're pretty much full up on resin. A little bit more. There we go. Now we're full up on resin. Our oxygen's looking a little bit suspect anyways. So let's head back. We'll get our shit taken care of. I'm going to try and find some more aluminum or titanium or whatever, too, because I cannot. We got to have more oxygen. I think we add 2 more oxygen tanks. That would put us in really solid position to, like, explore and do stuff without the absolute fear of instantaneous death. So resin goes onto there. I am going to lower the ground around this so it doesn't look quite so weird. Can I change the setting on this to make it go like in raised terrain? I don't know. With 2 resins, we can do something over here. So I would say, hey, let's do it. We need copper for a printer. I appear to be stuck inside of my machinery. Balls. Ha-ha! I have freed myself. Well, the game freed me. I guess if you're stuck for a little while, the game takes mercy on your soul and is like, here, let me teleport you to a safe spot. Tethers are kind of useful, too. If you could put them down like in a workspace, it's underground. I could see that being super useful as well. So what kind of stuff can I build over here? So I can do more extensions right here. Absolutely, yeah. Looks like it kind of wants to keep them all on the level. I guess I'll take this all down slightly just to make it feel a tiny bit more natural. Give myself like a very, very even slope on this side. Perfect. That's probably the best way to do it anyways. You kind of just whip that back and forth, and that'll smooth it out pretty well. There we go. A little bit better of a space to work on. So on this side, they want resin. Yeah, it's fine by me. It looks like it pulls in the direction you want it to go, which is kind of cool. Wonder why it sinks into the ground like that. Not that bad. I guess I can work around it. It's just I feel like my base is losing altitude pretty rapidly. It's okay, though. How much resin do I have? I just got the 1 resin left. Okay, that's cool. What else do I need in order to, like, build cool stuff over here? Just asking for the state of asking. So our research station's all good to go. I need to find titanium. Let's go hunt some titanium today. We're going titanium hunting. If you see a good brick of titanium around here, you let me know, and I'll stab it with my knife. Let's find more spaceships, maybe? That's where I got it last time. That was the most useful spot to find the titanium. I think we looted this place completely. Yeah, we got him taken care of, so I don't think we're going to find anything else over there. We got an oxygen mine, though, over here, which is fantastic, because that allows us to be out and away from base for a little while longer. Yeah, buddy. Oxygen mine, I think it's time to take your oxygen and make it shine. I don't know what the hell this thing is over here. Oh. It's a compound mine. Interesting. Alright, so I guess I can suck stuff from whatever that is. This over here on this side looks like it's probably a power providing one. Does it always mark my base no matter how far away I get? No, it doesn't, so that's also another issue that we'll have to be aware of. There we go. Now that's what I call a power up right there. Power up. Okay, so we gotta find, what is this over here on this side? See, this would be one of those situations where I feel like the beacon would probably be useful. Or crafting like a ton of the tethers and just leading them out hella far. I mean, I could probably still see my base. Oh, we already went through all that oxygen? Man. We went through that with a quickness. What is this stuff over here? What is that? Huh. There's a bunch of grasses and things over here, too. And they exist in an anoxic environment, huh? They don't have an issue with the lack of oxygen. Interesting. Oh, I'm not going to make it. I don't think I'm going to make it. It's so much further than I thought I went. There you go. Get that slide on. That's how we do it, please. You can make it. I believe in you. I am currently suffocating. The lack of oxygen has caused my body to just start falling. Ah. All better. Okay. We're all topped off. So what can I do with what I currently have on me right now? I can make another beacon. Probably a smart thing to have. I'll start placing those in random locations. Yeah, make me another one. As we run out to other locations, I'll leave like a little breadcrumb trail so that I never get lost. Because landmarks, when you're in a survival situation, landmarks are like your best friend. You really, really, really want to have landmarks to work. Let me top off my oxygen real quick, too. Cool. Oxygen all topped off. Let's go have a look and see what dropped inside of here. So we had copper. We had organic materials. I will take the copper. And I will just, if nothing else, I'll just ferry that back to my base for later. And then on this side, we had aluminum and compound. Okay, take the aluminum with you. Take the compound with you. Base is close enough. It looks like we've got some big old mountains to explore that we can do too. I mean, the caves might be a tiny bit more survivable just because oxygen seems to be quite a bit more prevalent down there. What can I do so I can make a generator out of the copper? I can make a beacon out of the compound. I can make a wind vane out of... Do that. Cool, we got a wind vane now. That's pretty sweet. Oh, look at that. It just like chills on the side of my backpack. That makes me feel awesome. Let me save my game real quick in case something like bad happens. It looks like I don't have whatever I'm supposed to have. Yeah, put a wind vane on it. Why not? What is that? Compound? Put that in right there. And then out of the compounds, I'm going to make a bunch more solar stuff just as a backup. Sure. Never know when you're going to need solar power. Oh, look, I've got 2 solar things on my backpack. Sweet. It looks like they follow the sun, too. So does that make it so I regenerate? I mean, we're working our way through here. Get rid of the power cells real fast. I want to see if the solar panels make... Oh, wow, those make me regenerate with a quickness. Okay, cool. Yeah, ain't much more use for the power then. Now that I've got 2 little thingies on my backpack. I'm pretty happy about this. Can I attach the beacons to my backpack at all? I don't think so. We're going to go off in this direction, though. I'm going to basically cut a line, and we're just going to explore for a little while until we find a little bit of titanium. Because until we get more titanium, it puts us kind of at a loss for things we can do. I'll craft 2 oxygen tanks once I've got the... Oh, there's a storm rolling in. Oh, shit. Gotta get back to base. Ah! Storm incoming! Houston, we have a major gaseous problem. The forces of fluid dynamics have arrayed against me. I'm not gonna make it. Tell my family I love them. Well, except for Todd. I don't really like him. Somehow I really feel like this was all Todd's fault anyways. Like, all I wanted to do was go out and explore... Wait, I've got more tethers? Well, give me another tether. Yeah, put that in my backpack real fast. And then if I've got tethers... Let me, work on that real quick. So if I wanted to make the extendy thing, I've got tethers. Got the tank. I can make another generator, but I don't really care about that. We'll be dropping beacons as we go, so that should be fine. I bet the wind vane goes on top of my backpack too. You've got like probably like what, 2 slots on the top, and the wind vane probably helps you at night when there's movement because you can see that air is moving right now, and it likes to move it. Now that we don't have power issues though, I wonder if I can get some kind of like attachment that purifies the air because there's plants growing here, so they must use some kind of weird dynamic in order to get their shit done. There's some kind of building over there, but you know what? I'm gonna try and keep the old ADD at bay. So I install the beacon right there. It will presumably lead me back home. We only have 50% oxygen, so that's gonna be troublesome. We can't make it to the grasses over here. So I've got to figure out a way to get that second tank. It may require a suicide run to an alternate location. Or the building of just a shit ton of tethers. I don't know. Tethers are made out of compound, and I think if I have enough tethers, I can make another one of those things right there. So that I can just kind of string those along, and we can go out as far as we want to go to explore things. So that might be a good idea, too. Whoa, hey, stop that camera. Camera's trying to sabotage me right now. Camera wants to fight me, yo. So I've got tethers. We'll make that. They're tether balls. See, they're balls that make tethers? I always hated tether ball. As a short person, tetherball is like the worst. So I have consulted the README files, the help files, and I figured out what I was doing wrong. So we need tethers in our backpack, tethers in our backpack, tethers in our tether. Oh yeah, and also you can do a lot of fun stuff with this too. You can flatten terrain. You can add to terrain like so, if you wanted to. I don't know if it'll allow me to build up stuff, but you can add to terrain. You can flatten terrain like so, which I think I'm definitely going to do. We'll make like a little buildable area over here. Well, here, give me more power. I need more power. More power, like Tim Allen said. Oh. Yeah, if you hold down control, you can flatten terrain. If you hold down alt, it will help you raise terrain, in case you were wondering. So that time that I was in that cave and I almost died, totally could have circumnavigated that. Not even a big deal. Oh my good lord. Here, you go away for a second, and then I'm going to flatten you. Nice. I don't think I'm actually accomplishing anything right now. It's just fun. And then we press the T key for tethers. T key for tethers. You just have to have one in your backpack. And so let's say that I put a tether down. Oh, really? These don't supply oxygen, huh? Has it got to go from like a central location for the tether to work? I guess it must. Okay, that's fine. Well, we'll drop some tether right there. And then I've got another one. And then I got a third one. Cool. And it looks like it gives you like a stack of tethers. Like you don't just get like one tether, you get like a stack of them. So that's good. That'll allow me to explore in directions I haven't been able to so far. And I do have a lot of tethers, so this should be reasonably easy. Nice. I don't know how hydrazine is useful to me, but I will consider taking it with me someday. There also appears to be little plant things over here, and I think we should investigate that, because little plant things are awesome. You would think as a geologist that I wouldn't care about little plant things, but indeed, I do actually like little plant things. Would you like to come with me, little plant things? Does that just give me biological material, I wonder? That's gotta be what it is. Yeah, we just get organic material. Okay. We've also got some oxygen over here, and never being the one to pass up on an opportunity, I'm going to take all of it. There we go. That should help keep our oxygen topped off for a little while, too. We'll consume that instead of consuming the oxygen that's in our backpack for the next little while. That's a pretty good string of tethers that we put out, though. I'm glad that you get the mileage out of tethers. I really sincerely am. That, like, you don't just... When you build tethers, you don't get, like, one of them. You get, like, 50 of them. So that's good. Because that'll provide me with a lot of... That was our last tether right there, by the way. We don't have a whole lot more tether going on. Ain't a whole lot more tether going on. This looks like an oxygen mine. Well, I'll take it. Yeah, fill her up. I mean, we're going to utilize it anyways, so oxygen mine it is. And then what I'll do is I'll drop a beacon right here. Wonder if I can label my beacons. So if the beacon has like a little thing on top, can I... Oh, you can just point at it. Okay. What I wanted to do is I wanted to take the beacon and I wanted to label it oxygen mine. So that, like, I would have all these different things available. We've got enough oxygen to where I feel like we can strike out and really just have a look around. Our oxygen shouldn't dissipate on us for quite a little bit, in all fairness. We're close enough to an oxygen mine where I think the exploration we can get done is going to be pretty satisfactory. We've got more compounds out here, and it looks like our power is being bolstered by the fact that the sun has come out. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar. I don't know why anybody would want your bottom dollar. That's a dollar that's been in your butt, so it's one of those prison dollars. I would recommend against maybe not even having a bottom dollar. Money is very unsanitary. A lot of it has cocaine on it, so my other concern there would just be that, hey, you know, now you got cocaine in your butt, and I don't think that's the intended destination for cocaine. That cocaina puta. What is this? Oh, how much would it suck if a storm whipped up right now? I just thought about that. I'd probably just have to dig a hole in the ground and protect myself. We got enough oxygen, I think, so it should be alright. And that looks like it's a separate oxygen mine, so fantastic. Cool. Pooping out oxygen. Oh my god, things are appearing to me. What is that? Oh, I've got another beacon right here. Okay, so I'll probably drop that beacon out here somewhere too. Although it looks like actually you got to get pretty far away for it not to count anymore. Well, you got to get pretty ridiculously ass deep out in the boonies for that to no longer be a factor. So we got a couple wrecked pieces over here. Can I build off of this? Oh, dude, how sweet would that be if I could build off of this right here? It's an unknown research piece. Can I dig it out of the ground and then pick it up? I can. Cool. Hell yeah. Okay, so let's take this with us then. I'm going to run this all the way back to base. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here for Astroneer. It's been a lot of fun so far, and I think we're going to have a lot of good episodes together as we play this. Check it out. I've got the game for you down below if you want to jump in on the beta. I think it's like $19.99 or something like that. Or the pre-alpha. I'm sorry. I should use the proper terminology. I don't want to set people's expectations to the wrong level. But so far, I mean, as apologetic as the devs have been and as like careful as they've been to explain it's a pre-alpha and has lots of bugs, so far it's actually been a pretty smooth experience aside from like the little things you got to figure out on your own. So if you're confused, what I would recommend is also there's a little spot right here where you can go in the controls. You can look, and it'll tell you how to do everything in the game with all of the tools that are available as of right now. So if you get yourself stuck in any way, make sure you check that out. I didn't notice it because it says controls on it, so I figured it was just like key bindings or something like that. But it turned out to actually be like a little mini tutorial that you can use. All right, so I will see you all in tomorrow's episode of Astroneer. Thanks for stopping on in. Bye, everybody.